Hello and welcome to Obidate Family TV. On a good morning, afternoon, and evening, depending where on a day, we don't quickly come back because it gets plenty things where don't they happen, and we won't bring them for our attention. This one will go straightforwardly. We'll not go kill time at all. Make we begin to look at waiting to happen because this 10 days gap where they so many things don't they happen. We don't they hear about forgery with beavers, certification, accreditation, certificate, everything. Then don't they do, and they say they get one kind syndicate for INEC where we say they just they forge documents, and these documents don't they circulate for all the tribunals, election tribunals, including presidential election tribunal. Now so they take talk am. So we won't bring them out, make we begin to talk about them, because here we need to bring the truth as the thing take be. Make people when they do that, make them know say they wrong. With me to talk this thing, Dr. Teba there for Zoom and Angel there with me for here. Angel, greet our people, make we the not they go.
Good day, my people, my beautiful and wonderful people. Hope so on a day all right. Now still hope alive. Our hope will not be dashed. No matter how INEC try, they no fit, because our principal PO is a grace. That is the grace we follow no be here. Grace personified. You are highly welcome.
Okay, Angel, thank you for that very one. Now, grace personified. Now, so then they take talk. Now, make we go to the main thing where we say we carry come. Dr. Etel, make you brace, because all this one, now you go just summarize them as we no get time to our people. First, this news where they go around say it gets fake certified beavers accreditation certificates where one cartel for inside INEC they give around, and the thing no be say e dey only for state tribunals, but they talk say the thing don't enter presidential tribunal now. Say most of those reports when they give say na fake e be, according to this thing. How wetin be your reaction, because you talk say you also read that very report? How you take feel about that thing, abeg, quick?
My people, good day, or those way they behind in time. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. And even those way they for tomorrow in Australia. And welcome to the new day. It's a very challenging thing, to be honest. When I heard this last week, over the weekend, I thought it was a joke. But I read it that currently the former governor of Ebonyi State, who is currently a senator, his position as a senator is being challenged. And the news making the round has it that he forged the beavers record. That is, was something between him and some insider jobbers, the Luole jobbers inside INEC, that are now manufacturing beavers record for fee for politicians to use to argue their case in their favor. The moment I heard that, I was a little bit taken aback, because if it can happen at the Senate, it can also happen at this House of Assembly, governorship, House of Rep, and presidential. Specifically, given the fact that the same beavers machine that was used on the presidential election was also the same beavers machine that was used on the House, Senate, and House of Rep. And now let me put it this way. You remember that Labour Party, even though won Ebonyi State, they are also challenging the result of Ebonyi State in this presidential election petition tribunal. The reason being that they believe that the result that was allotted to them in that particular state is not equal to what they have. And the party they are pointing at is APC. Now, let me connect it now. Let's just go down to this Ebonyi State. It will interest us to know that the former governor of Ebonyi State, Dave Umahi, is an APC governor, and he, as it were, declared by INEC, was a senator, the only, I think so far, the only APC senator coming from Ebonyi State. And what it means is that if for any reason he won in Ebonyi State, it means that the beavers record that is now being alleged that is his forging will also reflect the one of the presidential, because it was the same accreditation that was used for the presidential. And it is the same APC man that is now being alleged to have been forging the beavers record in connivance with some INEC staff. Now, my concern here is this. There is no way he's going to falsify the beavers record of his senatorial zone without the same thing reflecting on the presidential election, because it's the same accreditation for his senatorial election that was the same accreditation for House of Rep and for presidency. It means that it is beyond the senatorial level. This forgery, if indeed it is the truth, goes up to the presidential, because they have to keep the record the same. If they say, how many people did you accredit on the day of election with the beavers, that same accreditation covered presidency, covered Senate, and House of Rep. It means that whatsoever INEC will present as the beavers record for the presidential election will be a forged one to correspond with the one the senator-elect, senator-select, or senator declared by INEC is currently using. Now, what that means is that we are now raising this alert early, as we used to do. Both the lawyers of the Labour Party should now be aware that even if INEC gives them the so-called certified true copy of the beavers record, we need the physical beavers. We need the physical beavers to substantiate that it has not been manipulated or that the numbers were not doctored. Remember that they have wiped out the content of the beavers in Abuja, if not that the cybersecurity expert knows how to recover those things they think that they have deleted. Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Te, thank you very much for making this very clear. The important thing be say, make our people know, say, they don't begin to carry fake certificate. They say the cartel for inside INEC again, will be say their own now to they prepare fake accreditation reports, can they give candidates, make them carry the go tribunal. Say now so then they make their own money. And you know, say anything will come out like this, you know go be lie. So we they bring them out, make we know say see, or make everybody shine in eye, especially the people will be say then they for this court. As we don't talk that one, you get another one where I won't bring one tweet where Sam Amadi tweet. I won't bring them up, make you na post them for screen, make our people see what in they talk, as if they talk for my mind. Make una put them for screen, make our people say. So in the talk, he said the revelation from the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal are mind-boggling. Nothing like this has ever happened anywhere in Africa. Me, I go add my own in the world. No one has become president with this level of allegation of criminality and corruption. The judiciary is on trial. The country itself is on trial. It may never recover balance. Now, so Sam Amadi take talk for Twitter. Dr. Etel, I beg react, because waiting in the talk, now that's in where they talk every day. That's why I like waiting in tweets.
Thank you for bringing me to comment on this. Before I delve deeper, just please indulge me to still go back to where I'm just coming from. Do you see that the reason why INEC is refusing to give the petitioners access to beavers is because there is a high possibility that indeed there is a racketeering of beavers record emanating from INEC. And if we just take them for their word with the documents they produce, without looking at the beavers ourselves and confirming with our IT people who knows what to do, we will be deceiving ourselves. Because as I said, if indeed the CSO is the civil society organization is challenging the Vumahi that he record, and you can see that INEC, you can see that it's like INEC is an extension of APC, even in this presidential election petition tribunal. It's like the extension of APC. They are comparing notes. It means that they must have done their groundwork to make sure that whatever they falsified for Devumahi in the senatorial election, that they will also match it with the presidential, because it was the same accreditation. And if they can do it in a Ebonyi state where even Labour Party won overwhelmingly, what do we expect will happen in Lagos State? What do we expect will happen in Ekiti State? What do we expect to happen in Kogi State, in Kaduna State, in Sokoto State, in Bauchi State, and in many other states that APC are claiming that they have won, which we are contesting, and that is the reason why they gave us blood and mutilated the result, because they must have been doing something with the equipment that would tell the world the number of accredited voters. I think in the course of this cross-examination, that Labour Party, they need to drag INEC chairman and all the people involved to the court to make them answer why in the first place are they hiding the beavers record in the way that the law permits that they can access it, and how true is it that there is a wiping of beavers in FCT, which the APC lawyer themselves have admitted in principle by saying that even if it happens, it is negligible, which means it is possible. And if they can do it in FCT, where even INEC themselves declared Labour Party the winner, what do we expect that they will do in other places where APC was declared the winner? I think, as Sam Amadi just tweeted here, the judiciary indeed is on trial. The judiciary is on trial because we have never seen this kind of monument of allegation against a candidate that is going for office, starting from document falsification, inconsistency in age, inconsistency in qualification. Nobody knows the school where the person attended. NYSC is issuing discharge certificates supposedly, and the same NYSC that issued discharge certificate is also coming back to issue exemption letter. The whole thing is mind-boggling. And I want to believe that our judges are responsible men who will redeem themselves, who will not be associated with the judges that existed at the lowest level of electoral process in Nigeria. I believe that these judges are going to do something in such a way that they will say to INEC, let your mess remain with you. Don't transfer it to us. We don't want to be tagged together with this your mess, with this your raping of Nigeria, and with this abuse of process.
Okay, let's take another distinguished person on Twitter. I think distinguished Oluchi on Twitter. She says something that is really very interesting that I want our people to know. Can a producer, please, can you project that very distinguished Oluchi general? There's a post she has. Okay, if it's on the screen, my people, I go read them out to make on here. She take talk. They said that when APC told Peter Obi to go to court and the judges denied the application for live broadcasting, they thought people would not know what is happening in courts. They hurriedly paid some journalists to twist court updates so that people would think Peter Obi is losing in court. They thought it would be business as usual, but not anymore. By July 3rd, we go back to court. Anywhere they want to take their madness to, we will meet them at the gate. Thumbs up for a distinguished field marshal. I like that. I want to take you to what Okutep Asan, that is one of our lawyer, P2B's lawyer, what he tweeted that is very, very important. Dr. Etel, I will need your reaction.
This field marshal really tweeted like a strategist in the military warfare. You know why I say so is because, you know, people actually thought that the more pressure was on Labour Party when we're presenting our case. No. The real pressure is building on INEC, on APC, and their candidates. Because in the petition of Labour Party earlier on, they listed things that they thought did not go well. The 25% in Abuja, which only Labour Party succeeded in getting. The issue of falsification of credentials, which is a standard for disqualification. And thirdly, double nomination of APC vice presidential candidate, which will automatically disqualify two of them. And finally, the mess of INEC, which has proven beyond reasonable doubt that INEC did not comply substantially in line with the Electoral Act. All Labour Party needed to do, and which they have gallantly done, was to come to court with their evidence and leave it. Now, it is the responsibility of INEC to come back to court from 3rd of July to prove, to denounce what Labour Party has said, to now not just denouncing it, but also to replace it with evidence that they themselves complied substantially in accordance with the Electoral Act. The question I want to ask anybody listening is, how is INEC going to do it? And who do you think is going to be sweating from July? Even from the beginning, Labour Party didn't need to sweat. So what it means is that from 3rd of July, Labour Party is going to begin to cross-examine INEC from Bayelsa State to Zamfara State, from Sokoto State to Akwa Ibom State, from polling units to ward level, to local government level, to state level. INEC will now have to come and show the world how they got this result that they declared. If they say they don't have it, they have failed. If they say they have it, and the answer is not what they can defend, they have failed. If they say that what Labour Party submitted is the correct answer, they have failed. So they are choked in the neck. If there is anybody who is sweating even before this petition started, which was why, for instance, APC, for instance, sponsored the so-called Apapa of a man to come and begin to cause all the nonsense that he did. Now, let me ask us a question. Do you ever think that they were confident they will win in court and they were looking for somebody who will go and confuse himself as the Labour Party chairman? The answer is no. Secondly, I saw in the media last week some people who are saying P2B should withdraw his petition. I thought what they would have been saying is, oh, it is good that this tribunal is going on so that INEC and the APC and the Tinubu will come and prove to the world how all of a sudden, after 8 years of torture of APC, the whole country came back again and say, we wouldn't have chosen any other party except this APC. But for them to be saying that P2B should withdraw, it means that P2B's petition is a threat to them. They failed with our papa. Now they are saying that P2B should withdraw. Instead of them saying, fine, no problem. This election was credible. We did our job as INEC. We won the election as APC, and we are coming to court to prove it once and for all so that everybody will rest. But they wouldn't do that. So I think that the heat is on them. It has always been on them, but this time around, it's going to be at a temperature when they will start screaming in court. They had better go and double the APAC that is inside that Supreme Appeal Court, because people are going to melt there from 3rd July. And I'm glad we are going to be alive. And this particular media, we will be smoking real, telling the world what is happening. That's number one. Secondly, I also want to say that if these judges were aware, the best thing they would have done would have been to televise this thing live so that it will be plain. But as you can see, even though they thought they are hiding in the cocoon, before they come out of that court, what they say in that court is all over social media. It's all over the world. They were surprised. It is no longer business as usual. Nigerians have woken up. They are rallying around P2B, and even the judges are wondering, which Nigeria have we found ourselves? And I know, like my dear sister Angel used to say, they will write their name in gold because they won't disappoint their own children. They won't disappoint their own career. They won't disappoint their grandchildren. And they will not disappoint Nigeria. So please, what was it you're saying about Okutepa's text? I'm sorry, I've lost track.
Yes. No, it's okay. Jibrin Samuel Okutepa's son, there's something he said, and he also posted on his Twitter page. And he said, the problem of Nigeria is not about the population of the people. Our problem is about the population of thieves and connections of these thieves to those in power who close eyes to the violations of the law. There are enough reasons, enough resources to develop Nigeria for Nigerians. Now, he continued, Nigeria is not working because those who have measured their ways to power will not allow Nigeria to work for selfish reasons. That is why even those who know that all is not well still defend the indefensible with some arid legal jargons that are not of any value to us. Government must allow things to work. Institutions must be independent and free from corruption and political influence. Resources for the states must be judiciously used for the good of all. That is only way internal crisis of confidence can be resolved. We must change our ways. You see, as he take talk, we must change our ways. But if you see the starting point, Dr. Etel, he said the problem of Nigeria is not about the population of people. He said that our problem is about the population of thieves and connection of these thieves to those in power. I want you to just, tell me a little about this assertion.
Let us take, for instance, the current Senate President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Godswill Akpabio, started as the governor of Akwa Ibom State for 8 years. And he came to Senate in 2015 and became the minority leader after the PDP lost. Before 4 years, who spoke all evil against APC would not find any other party where he would belong than to go to APC. What do you think he was looking for? He was looking for position. He never cared if anything good is going to come. He never cared if Nigeria were better off in the PDP days than the APC days. Nigerians are here to testify. I am not supporting PDP, as we all know here. Neither am I supporting APC. But Nigerians knew that at least life was better for Nigerians up until 2015 and got worse from 2015 to 2023. But this same Akpabio found it better to cross into that party in order to become a minister. And even whilst he was a minister, controversies followed him. And now he is a senator and the Senate president. You and I know that former retired Justice of the Supreme Court, Justice Ogebe, complained about the Supreme Court ruling that made Lawan and someone like Akpabio, who did not participate in primaries, to come back to the Senate. That was a former Supreme Court justice. Now, all these people are just looking for where they will do what? create something for themselves, not for the nation. Aside from that, what of the former governor of Rivers State? What is his name again? Remind me. I don't. Pardon? Wike or whatever he calls himself. This man, even up until the election, we are still telling Nigerians lie. But it has become obvious that he's happy to sell the whole River State, the future of the River State people, just for him to get an appointment in the new government. It is obvious. Look at Nigeria. The economy of River State alone is bigger than the economy of some African countries. The economy of Lagos State, the economy of Delta State. There was a picture, a video I saw of a bridge in River State. Was it in River State? Delta State, I can't remember. And I couldn't believe that that is Nigeria, with all the resources that we have in Nigeria. And you see that the bad people are flocking into power. And when they get there, they continue to perpetuate, if there's anything like badness. Because as long as they continue to do it, it will benefit them. Let's look at it with respect to the fuel subsidy removal. Nigerians are suffering. And the people who are not paying for fuel, people whom government are buying the shoes they are wearing, government is paying for their water, government is paying for their electricity, are trying to double their salary by 114%. And then this government is lying, forgetting that the revenue mobilization, their officer who is in charge, came to Arise TV to use his mouth to defend that 114% increase, and even how they arrived at it. Yet the government is lying, but the revenue mobilization is saying that that is the truth, that they are doing it. These people are very heartless, people who are already privileged. Their children are studying overseas. They say they have an Aso Rock clinic, but they leave Aso Rock to Spain, they leave Aso Rock to France, they leave Aso Rock to UK to go and get treatment. And when they come to these European countries, Nigerians still treat them. Why can't they bring back those Nigerians? And their vote, have you seen the other tweet? How many billion? I think it's more than 1 billion naira that they voted for internet in Aso Rock last year. What internet? Are they Microsoft? Are they Twitter? Are they Google? These people are heartless. And the reason why all of them are gathering together, becoming friends, even though they are enemies, is because Nigerians are saying enough is enough. We have found our own candidate. His name is P2B. We want him to go and represent us. That's why they are fighting us. That's why they are abusing us. That's why they are pushing us back. But like my sister Angel would always say, we will come, we will win at last by God's grace.
Yes, yes. There's one I want us to take when you are talking about the money and millions and the corruption that is actually dealing with us, like Okute Basan said. There is one tweet by Red Cap Blonde, that is Preach Love. I want us to look at that. That is Red Cap Blondie on Twitter. Something she tweeted. I want us to look at that. Producer, can you please project that so that our people will follow us? They see waiting, they happen. Big things. They say Jack Rich 10, the owner, is desperate to secure a ministerial position on Bola Tinubu's list, traveled to Abuja on Sunday morning, which is just yesterday, with 500 million in cash. I will repeat, 500 million in cash, equivalent to dollars, to bribe Femi Gbajabiamila, the chief of staff to the president. Jack Rich has the negotiated amount of 500 million in cash converted to dollars with him on the 9 a.m. Max Air flight from Lagos to Abuja. Now so Red Cap Blondie take talk. She continued her talk for tweet. You can go there and see it. Anybody can go and see that what she said. And we start looking at whether it's true or may not be true. Fact check people go do fact check, but we need to bring them out so we will begin to expose. If they never collect the money, make we know say whether we fit push them, make they know say don't come out for open place. So she continued that Bajabia Mila's younger brother, where they call Diolu, he said he's the one that facilitated the deal at the Federal Palace Hotel in Lagos. During the campaign, Jack Rich had previously given Bola Tinubu 1 billion naira and now seeks a solid guarantee of a ministerial position. Specifically, he desires the petroleum industry as he hopes to obtain an oil lifting license. Wow. Well, Dr. Etel, this one big pass me, and not me they talk with the thing where this person tweet, they're very specific. Even the flight where he enter, even the amount, they're specific. My brothers, my sisters, our own now to come out, bring something as he take be. And the people will be saying, then they where then they will go fit confirm this thing, make them do their fact check, get back to us. Dr. Etel, you fit comment, I bet make you make and short so that we'll take the next thing quickly.
Nigerians of today, the real Nigerians, not the politicians, we are very smart. Nigerians are very smart. You remember when the Chief Justice of Nigeria traveled in wheelchair, and then when he got to London, he was walking. How did he know that? Did he know that someone was monitoring him? Did he know that someone knew where he lodged? That he was not eating in the hotel? According to the story, that they were using Uber Eats to bring him food, and they know when the Uber Eats was coming. These Nigerians of today are non-violent, but they're intelligent. That is why we know the flight number. That is why we know that Ministry of Aviation hired a plane and told us it is Air Nigeria. Because the former Minister of Aviation was doing Yahoo for us, and nothing has happened to him anyways. Now look at this one. Let me ask us a question. Do you think that after spending 1 billion as alleged, and another 500 million as alleged, that the man is not going to recover it? So when all of them are singing and they are dancing to the music that power is not given free, you have to fight for it, you have to snatch it, you have to run with it, because it is like a cake they want to plunder. Look at it. As they are living, we saw in our broadcast last week how the former president of the Court of Appeal, as she was leaving Court of Appeal, her husband who is influencing her is in Senate. They kept their daughter on the bench, meaning that tomorrow the daughter of that woman may become another Chief Justice of the Federation. El-Rufai, as he's walking away as a governor, is bringing his son as a member of House of Representatives. Sule Lamido wants to come to Senate and wants his son to become governor and want the other son to come to House of Representatives. Nigerians, can you see how these people are abusing us and raping us? It's challenging. And this thing we are hearing, if it is true, is this government that is not even up to 1 month. They're already sharing and sleazing Nigeria. Oh, may this tribunal come to a conclusion so that by the gross grace, the man that Nigerians elected can come to power and correct things. Okay. That is my prayer.
Talking about plenty money, he get one APC governorship candidate where talk say na him be the richest candidate for Nigeria as a governor. And say na him go become the richest governor for Nigeria. Where would they talk about money? And when person talk like this, I don't know why EFCC no go investigate them and check. No be saying na me talk am, because if they talk here, we they bring the evidence. Say see the person where talk am, see as he take talk am. Producer beg make una show the person where they call Ahmed Usman Ododo, the APC governorship candidate for Kogi State. Has in talk say na him be the richest for the candidates, and na him be the person will be say him go become the richest governor in Nigeria. And they get another one where he talk. The second one where in talk say, anyway, make una hear am from your own mouth now. Producer beg project am.
Now, I am the biggest candidate about candidate accountant. I'm going to be the biggest governor as far as this country is concerned. Now, we want to show you that I am a good man of the dome. I am a married woman. I am responsible.
Okay, when I don't hear am, aside from saying I be the richest governor, in talk saying I married woman he be. The reason why I bring this in, make una hear am from him mouth, because you know say they get man, woman mistakes. Maybe as in papers won't enter INEC now, you go become F will be female. Because he don't take him out, talk him now, say he's a married woman. Make una hear am o. He said I'm a married woman. That's why he take talk am. And he talk say I be the richest. So maybe he don't carry the money go give INEC, then he go give them certificate where be F, where they smell female, and after we go court again, begin the talk. Anyway, Dr. Etel, I thank you for all this, but if you won't give comment, make I just give you 1 minute to comment for this man of Kogi State where talk say na him rich pass and then talk say na him be na married woman him be. Make we begin the packaya the come for studio.
Is APC governorship candidate in Kogi State?
Yes, his name is Ahmed Usman Ododo.
Now, why I ask that question is because if my memory serves me right, I remember that they said that forgotten the name of that senator that was challenging the outcome of the APC governorship. No, not delay. This is APC. The who was challenging the outcome of the APC primaries, governorship primaries in Edo State. The reason being that they said that the current governor of Edo Kogi State imposed his cousin or imposed his relation on the party. So if that is the truth, that it is this current governor's relation, it's understandable. He's the richest governor because you can see how developed Kogi State has been in the past 8 years. Apparently his cousin, his governor, who has taught Kogi State how to endure, has made his relation rich, and he's boldly telling us that who was he 4 years ago? Who was he 8 years ago? Who was he before his relation became a governor and now foisted him on the people of Kogi State? But the annoying thing is that some people will still come and be, whether they are paid to support them or not, but it's challenging. But if somebody like that start talking, it's because 4 years ago, 8 years ago, though he was a poor man, he's gotten enriched through his relation of the coffers of the government, which is people's money. And that is why he can now come back and insult the people of Kogi State and rub it in their face that he's the richest governor. Remember that someone once went to a state and told the state that he's richer than that state. And we know the person I'm talking about. If you don't know, you can chat me privately. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. My people, thank you now. As on I take stay, they hear as this thing they come. The best place for news now for so I beg make una like, just click on the like button. It's very, very important. Make we click to the like button and then share the video widely so that other people can, get notification of what has been said. So I beg, just as you did there, just like this. Oh, yes. In the morning time, it was like a marathon. You can go back and check the program we had in the morning. We tried to break it even. That was a very thick time. If you don't miss it, go back, check what we hit there. It's just very, very clear. But like, share, comments. For now, we'll go end here until we're back again tomorrow. Angel, I beg, chook your mouth inside, make we carry kaya come off for studio.
My lovely and beautiful people, when I hear as they call money 1 billion, 9% carry, say 1 minister. they just they play ojoro for our head. Think say na business as usual. No be business. I will always say it every day. They are messing with the wrong generation. Every of their step, obedient movements are ahead of them. They don't know. Anytime they drink water, eat, obedient movement knows whatever they are doing. They don't even know. I just pray that the judiciary, the judges, they will do the right thing. Let them just give the Nigerians whatever they have been praying for, because the suffering of the masses is too much on us. The rich are getting, the politicians, Odenkalo said it, every politician has a judge at the back of their pockets. You can imagine that. They are just calling money as if, yet they are saying Nigeria is broke. Just see one person, just like giving somebody a pocket money, 1 billion naira, because they want to milk our oil, sitting down at the comfort of their home. But God did. My people, thank you so much for staying with us. Click, like, and share. If you stay all this while without liking, sharing, my dear, wait till you gain. Please. Thank you so much for being with us today, even in the morning and this evening. Thank you, Dr. Etel. Thank you so much. We cannot thank you enough. Thank you and God bless you for always being with us. My people, thank you so much. God bless you. Remain blessed till tomorrow. Bye for now.